Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Walking Through Glass, the podcast, with your host, Dr. Dina C. Brown. Welcome. It is our Fearless Friday. And walking through glass is all about being bold and courageous. And as long as you're not doing it by yourself, I say keep on stepping. So while you're getting set for our 15 minutes of fun, I'm going to go ahead and click the belt. And you know what that means. You're going to take a ride. I love doing my daily doses of vitamin Dr. D on my morning drive in. And soon I'll have something else a little bit special for you, but I would definitely love to have your feedback if, this is meaningful for you, if I'm providing insights that's adding value to you and yours, if I'm way off base, if you have a contrary opinion. All of that is important and valuable because I respect your value add to the conversation. So please, it's not just about sharing the podcast. It's actually about engaging and participating and saying, hey, Dina girl, yeah, I got that. I understand that. That's my sister. I've been there. Or, you know what? No, I'm not sure where you're coming from. And here's my take on the situation. Or, you fill in the blank. I'd love to hear from you because this is not just about me, it's about us. And I would love to see how we, again, walk through this glass successfully together. So with that being said, today is our Fearless Friday, and we are talking about relationships this week, right? Relationships this week. Today, it's a beautiful day. Not just because I woke up this morning, but it is beautiful. The sun is out, and I'm just taking those moments to just breathe and just really own the space that I'm in. It has been probably a rough few days for me. No lie, no filter, straight raw, no chaser. Is that it's been a rough few days for me, mindset wise. There's a lot of validity in my life, in my schedule. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding certain things that are going on with my life and in my business. And more importantly, something really powerful actually happened. And it comes from actually me doing this podcast. And as I pour and talk to myself and pour into you, what it does is creates this new opportunity for me to see things from a unique perspective. It's almost like having an out-of-body experience. And so when I say, I'm dating myself, I'm doing a lot of self-reflection, I'm engaging with myself, I'm doing so on a multitude of levels. And so when I was kind of hit with unknown this week, I immediately almost wanted to go back to those old habits, those old reactions, instead of taking a moment to just respond. And now doing this inner work and working on myself from the inside out, and particularly the way that I see things and I think things, which impact the way I feel things, has been tremendous. But one of the things that I learned about myself is that when things happen and life happens, I go into strategic planning mode. And God's been saying, honey, I got you. Just act, just do, be still. I got some things for you. I just need you to kind of hold your peace. Don't go do it, girl. Don't go start doing your own thing, because I got something and it's far greater and bigger than what you can even imagine. But I've allowed fear and uncertainty to cause me to react instead of to respond to what I know. And so what I've begun to say to myself in those situations, here's your Fearless Friday tip on how to kind of take action when you are being overtaken with those emotions, is that I begin to say to myself, it's not about what I see, it's about what I know. It's not about what I see, it's about what I know. And I know that if God is for me, who could be against me, if I know that I have a divine calling and a purpose to fulfill, then I know, no matter what it looks like, that I am equipped to bring it to fruition. And so I have to fight that conscious fear, okay? But it starts with dealing with the unconscious, the subconscious, residual reactions to things from the past. And so I've challenged myself to let those things go. Don't react. Respond. Focus on what you know, not just what you see. And do not be afraid to let some things go. Let some things go. If you don't take anything else away from this 15 minutes of fun, this daily dose of vitamin Dr. D, know that you're going to have to let some things go for you to grow. And that is scary. That is, challenging. That is not just pushing us outside our comfort zones. It's stretching us. It's what I call cracking the chrysalis. And when we are forced to do that, we want to revert back and go back into the shell, right? Like the tortoise, like the turtle. They want to go, when something's outside, they go back. Like the snail, they go back. But just like the tortoise and the turtle and the snail, they move at very slow paces, right? And when they're moving at a slow pace and something is triggered or something is coming that they feel is going to harm or damage them, and so they retreat back and they go back and they hide inside of their shell and they just stop because they can't move when they're inside their shell. Can't move. And then when they feel like it's safe again, they come back out and then they go back and pick up that slow pace again. Now, again, there's room on this earth for all of us to move at those varying paces. So if you're a tortoise or a snail, that's okay. But what if you are moving faster? What if you're the hare? You don't have anywhere to go hide into, okay? That you are keeping moving, and if you get roadblocked, something jumps into your way, watch what a hare does. Watch what a rabbit does. It jumps over it. It takes its leap. It takes that leap of faith. It scurries here and there, and it might even I've watched a rabbit the other day, and it was like doing its own little circuit run. But if something is blocking it, it has the capability to jump and leap over it. And so in this season of my life, as I begin to process fear differently, because it does exist, and I begin to love myself on purpose with purpose, and I begin to make solid and concrete decisions for me and about me so that I can serve others better, I am going to be the hare. I'm going to be taking those leaps, even sometimes into that unknown. And I might not know what's really on the other side of that wall, that boulder. But I know that if I stay stuck at where I was, then I wouldn't be moving. And who knows that whoever or whatever was preying on me will be sure to catch me and stop me. So when I think about that and apply that to my dreams and the decision of, do I want to let fear or a roadblock or a situation cause me to become stagnant and to stall out, then I know that I have a choice to make. I have a choice at that point to say, you know what, let me sit here and wait. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe somebody else will come along and move it. Somebody else will take care of it. Or I have the opportunity to get a running start and to leap. So I will tell you, with everything that's going on in my life right now, I am leaping. I'm leaping into some unknown territory. It's not about not being prepared, because I prepared and built other people's businesses and programs and helped fuel ideas. But this season is all about me. And so it's requiring me, where before I would go back into my shell until I felt that it was safe to come out and keep moving slowly, I realized that I'm ready for takeoff. I'm ready to run the race. I'm ready to run the race and to leap over those things, those situations, those people that get in my way. And with that, I'll leave you this Friday, because remember, your daily dose of Vitamin Dr. D is brought to you Monday through Friday, right? And so I'll leave you with this, a little bit of excitement. I was at Essence Fest last week, and it was phenomenal. Got to speak on a couple of women entrepreneurial panels, etc. And share really about the entrepreneurial mindset and really what it takes to embrace the journey that we're on. And the whole time I'm there, God just kept pouring into my spirit, when are you going to host your event? And I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do my book signing. He said, that's not what I'm talking about. He's like, take the risk, take the leap, and host. And I thought, okay. You see, I built up many relationships, and I'll talk on another episode about relationship capital. I might have spoke about it already, but I'll go more in depth about that, because some people don't get that part. But I realized that I wanted my event to be different. And so I've invited 5 amazing shepreneur powerhouses. And what we're going to do is an all white health and wellness happy hour. Yes, all white health and wealth happy hour in New Orleans during Essence Fest weekend, because really our mental health matters. How we're taking care of our bodies matter. How we are positioning ourselves economically to build wealth is solely dependent on how we are pouring and being able to show up. And that when we're on this journey, that we got to take care of ourselves. We got to do a better job with that. And so when we talk about the relationships that we have, and we talk about being fearless or fearing less about it, we have to be courageous enough to say no to those things that don't add value to us, to walk away from those things that no longer serve us, to fearlessly take on new challenges and opportunities that may be outside of our comfort zone. And that's how we grow. That's how we begin to really authentically live our very best life today. We can do that, but it starts with us taking the risk and loving ourselves, even if it doesn't work out the way that we thought it was going to work out, by giving ourselves grace, giving ourselves that much needed compassion to win or to learn. But the beauty of all of it is to truly and honestly grow. So, with this week being all about relationships, I have shared with you a couple of ways to, number 1, date yourself, love yourself first, give yourself some grace, take off, that super cape sometimes that you wear, find some time for you to do self-care. And today, what I really want to leave you with on this Fearless Friday is to don't be afraid to make the shift. Whatever shift you need in your life right now to be the best version of you right now with what you have and what you know, do it. Make the shift. Take the risk. Give yourself grace. Find you a circle. Build relationship capital. Don't do it alone. And you know that you don't have to be alone, because that's what I'm here for. I am Dr. Dina, the Catalyst, and I founded the Lead Her Shift movement to help women like me, high-powered, high-energy, go-getter, type A women like myself, shift the way that we think about ourselves and how we develop and the way that we lead. So, if this message resonates with you or one of your sister friends or somebody you know, I invite you to don't be scared. Go ahead and share it. And more importantly, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think about Walking Through Glass, the podcast. So, I will see you on Monday, and look forward to what all next week has to bring and enjoying some quality time this weekend. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Bye-bye.